probably one of many who are currently in like a reading slump right now, I guess. Well, I wouldn't say it's like a reading slump because I've been reading like a chapter or two a day, but it's not where I want to be reading daily. So we're going to take this week to read between 50 and 100 pages a day. The goal is 100, but like as of right now, I think I'm gonna start at 50 and then work my way up depending on how I feel. It's currently 11:57, so we'll see where today goes. I do want to read 100 pages a day, so we're going to do that this week, and we're going to try to tackle our TBR list and our monthly TBR. So if you haven't seen my monthly TBR list, go check that out. But I only have 2 more books to read for the month. So the first book is called Thieves' Gambit, and I plan on starting this book today. And then the other book is Bloodmark, which is book 2 to the Legendborn cycle. And I'm currently reading 2 books on my Kindle. The first book is called it's called Scars of the Sun, and it's book 2 to A Light. No. And the Light of the Moon. And then I also started reading book 3 to the Fated Mates series called Saving Jacob. So for the Scars of the Sun, I'm on chapter 16, which is page 176. And then for Saving Jacob, I'm like on chapter 3. So for the Scars of the Sun, the goal is to read from chapter 16 to chapter 20. Maybe 21. And then for Thieves' Gambit, we're going to read from chapter 1 to chapter 7 or 8. Yeah, and I feel like they're short chapters, so I should be able to read that. Okay. But yeah, my goal is to read 100 pages a day. 50 is okay, but the goal is 100. Yeah, I think for every last week of the month, I'm going to do like some reading challenge to help me reach my monthly goals, I guess, and just start working on my TBR list. It was currently raining. It's kind of like on and off again right now, so it's kind of gloomy, which I am a-okay with that. So yeah, we're going to start with a Scar of the Sun. Welcome to day 2 of reading 100 pages a motherfucking day. Yeah, so where did I leave off? I don't know, we're gonna do a little recap from yesterday. So I read Scars of the Sun. I read 60 pages yesterday on my Kindle. And then I read Thieves' Gambit, 67 pages. So in total, we read 127 pages yesterday. And I think I'm going to keep doing the, como se dice? Oh, the 50 pages on my Kindle and then 50 pages of a physical book. Because I'm reading I'm currently reading. No, I'm currently in the middle of 3 books right now. So, The Scars of the Sun, Thieves Gambit, and then Saving Jacob. But I will finish, or I will start reading Saving Jacob when I finish Scars of the Sun. Yeah, but I think today I'm going to start with the physical book first and then the Kindle book because I want to finish the Kindle book between today and tomorrow. And I'm about 50% into this book, so I want to read a good chunk of it today. So that's going to be my main focus. So we're going, like I said, we're going to do the physical book first and then the Kindle book. I think one of the hardest things about reading is picking up a book and like sitting down and reading. And like just opening a book and like starting the process of reading. Because the past 2 weeks before this whole challenge, it took me forever to like sit down and read. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned that I during those 2 weeks I would just read like a chapter or 2 a day. Not like me reading like multiple chapters a day like I'm doing now. And like I can have a set of books like my TBR list, and I know what books I'm going to read next and in what order. But it still takes a while for me to like just sit there and just open up the book to read. So I'm kind of glad I'm doing this whole week of reading 100 pages a day because it's kind of like teaching me, hey, it's not that hard to find time to read. So yeah, so hopefully by doing this, I could build that habit of carving out time during my day to read and just sit there for like either 30 minutes or an hour reading. But yeah, today is day 3 of this challenge. Yesterday, for Thieves Gambit, I read 87 pages. And for Scars of the Sun, I read 75 pages. So yesterday I read 162 pages. Woo, woo, woo. So that's good. I am, how many percent? 67%. Let's go. Oh, I didn't mention, but Scars of the Sun, you should check the trigger warnings before reading this book. I feel like you should check the trigger warnings for all of the books you plan on reading. Even if you don't have like a trigger warning, it's still nice to know like what's in the book before you start reading it. So always check before you read. And then for Thieves Gambit, I am almost halfway in the book. You gotta pump it up when you go and pump it up. You gotta pump it up when you go and pump it up. 182 is the halfway mark, and I am on page 156. I'm almost halfway through Thieves Gambit. Hopefully I can finish it. Today's Tuesday, so hopefully I can finish it by Wednesday and Thursday, and then hopefully start Bloodmark. I don't think I'll be able to finish Bloodmark this month because it is like a 400-page book. But the goal is to at least start it this week. Excuse me. It is currently Friday, which is the second to last day of 100. Excuse me, I have really bad hiccups right now. I'm reading 100 pages a day. So we're going to do a little recap. Because I honestly don't know the last day I actually like filmed something, because I was kind of prioritizing reading over like filming and reading. So that's why I don't know when the last time I filmed. So we'll see. But Sunday I read 127 pages, and I read Scars of the Sun and Thieves Gambit. Sunday I read 162 pages, and I read the same two books. Tuesday I read 150 pages, and I finished Scars of the Sun. So that was good. So I finished one book so far. And then Wednesday, I only read 84 pages. I think I wasn't really feeling that well Wednesday because I took a long nap. So I was pretty sure I was tired that day. But yeah, I only read 84 pages, and I read Thieves Gambit, and I started reading Saving Jacob. Saving Jacob. Thursday, I read 185 pages. I finished Thieves Gambit yesterday, and I read Saving Jacob. I really enjoyed Thieves Gambit. Like, it was really good. It was fast paced to the point that I didn't realize I was reading so many pages in one sitting. And the ending, I don't know how I feel about that ending. Like, don't get me wrong, the book is good, but there is a second book. I think it's called Heist Royal, and I'm eventually have to pick that up because it kind of ended on a cliffhanger. Yeah, I think I did end on a cliffhanger. But the ending reminded me of Everything, if you read that book. But yeah, today I've been reading Saving Jacob. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish that book like in January, consider it's the 31st. And I'm not even like, I think I'm like 30% in. Yeah, I'm just like 30% into the book, so I don't think I'm going to finish it today. Hopefully tomorrow, but we'll see. I don't know if I read 100 pages, but I know I finished Saving Jacob. You know what? I think I did read 100 pages yesterday. Today is Sunday. I didn't record anything Saturday, so that's why. But all honesty, I think by doing these challenges, it's like helping me realize that I have a lot more time on my hands than I realize. And if I just sit down and read, I'll be able to finish more books and read like how I want to read. Like, I enjoy reading, but it's kind of hard to find time unless you like really make time to read. But I'm all honesty, I'm quite proud of myself that I finished 3 books in a week. Even though technically speaking, I already started 2 of those books before the week, and I started one that week. But like, I normally try to finish 2 books, but lately it's been like just 1 book a week. So hopefully now that I have that momentum, I can keep it up and like finish maybe 2 to 4 books a week, give or take how I'm feeling and how long the book is. But like, this challenge was actually really fun, and I want to do more. I don't know if I would do like the 24-hour reading challenge, because I feel like that's too much pressure on yourself. And if I did the 24 hours, I would like to remember the books that I read, but I feel like if I stayed up for 24 hours, I won't remember anything. And my brain would be like so tired and out of it. But then I also saw like the 7 books in 7 days challenge. That seems fun. Or like just little different reading challenges that I could do every last week of the month. But yeah, although I didn't read 100 pages every single day, I'm quite proud of myself for what I did read. And that was cool. That was fun. Thanks for watching if you made it this far.